Hi guys, Don Miner here. Just want to go over a few things with you with Profit Builder and make your life a little easier, save you some support time, and get you off and running. Okay. First big problem we've run into with most people, or not most people, with a lot of people, has been installation. And an installation, find out that things don't work right. The first and major thing you need to do is turn off all the plugins. Okay? That's a must. Turn off all your plugins, then install Profit Builder and the plugin. Then after you get them installed, activate and use your key to get them all signed in. Then you can go turn your plugins back on, and only then. Also, if you got any other Ashan's plugins, I suggest turning them off too, and turning them on first before you turn on the other plugins. In other words, order is kind of important. So if you do these things, you'll find it'll probably run better. Now, if you're getting an update and you're having some issues with getting things to work sometimes, WordPress here lately seems to be glitching sometimes on upgrades. So what we've been having to do sometimes is basically uninstall and reinstall. Now when you do that, most of the time generally you won't lose your information on stuff, but I would always do a backup first. Okay. If you don't have to do a backup, you can always go in here and you will find backups right here. You see my mouse flashing over, just click on it. And you can go in here. Well, I'm going to have a lot of problems with this too, trying to find my damn mouse. Anyway, you go in here, pick your database out. You'll have to find out what your database is. If I know under the new hosting plans with HostGator, that's a little rough. They don't give you all the information that they should. If you go in to one of your themes and stuff, most of the time you can find it under the one that says your PHP configurations. You can use the file manager, pull that file and edit the file and look at the file. Don't do any changes, just look and find out which database is the one that you need to connect to and back up. If someone has an issue with that or can't figure it out, I'll help walk them through it if you want to contact me. I am on Skype off and on, so throughout the day, and we can always give you a helping hand if it need be, if you can't figure it out. Okay, now, back over here, the biggie we're into, especially like with Bluehost and a few other ones, and even with HostGator, because HostGator did not, they migrated a lot of people. Where's my mouse at? Okay. They've migrated a lot of people, and when they did, they didn't pull a lot of the settings over. I've had to go back in and fix a lot of mine. Okay. Plus, on the new installs, sometimes it's not done either. So, I suggest just checking and make sure before you install whatever domain you're going to put it on. And the way you can do that is come in here, it says PHP configuration, click on it. And you'll get this window here. Now, you can see it says 5.4. That's for everything on my server, basically, it's supposed to be. Okay. But that doesn't truly stand true. What I do, you'll see down here, I can get my mouse to show up. For some reason I can't see where I'm at. There we go. Where it says public HTML down towards the bottom. This works much in the same way as File Manager does. Just click on it. It'll open up. You'll see all your domains, okay? So you get an idea what's going to happen or what you might see. Click on this one here. Now, as you see, when HostGator shifted mine over, That was one of my old domains, and it's not been done. Okay, so if I want to install Profit Builder on there, I got to go set this. You hit this, the drop down box comes out. Do not, I repeat, do not use 5.2. It's a big security risk, and also Profit Builder will not run on it because it's not designed for it and because of the security issues. I suggest using either 5.3 or 5.4. These other ones, 5.5 and stuff, it's pretty much the latest and greatest out, and yeah, to me it hasn't been a proven track record yet, and till a few more months goes by and all the bugs are worked out, I think I'll just run with 5.4 personally myself. So I'm just going to change this while I'm here, hit the update button. I wish I could see my mouse because I can't see my mouse for some reason. And then that would be updated and changed it over. But that was just to show you that. Okay. I can't see where my mouse is at half the time here. Okay, another thing I wanted to show you is inside the plugin. Now, the plugin will be on your left sidebar. You'll see Profit Builder. When you come in here, if you install on a domain that you already have content on, you will need to uncheck this box if you want to edit that content and not lose it. Okay? Now, if I can get the mouse over that box, I'll be doing great because I can't see my mouse. Just uncheck that box just like I did right there. Okay? That will save your content and you won't override it. Now, if you don't and you go in there, it's going to wipe it out and you're going to be starting fresh. Okay? And you'll lose your content. So, again, make a backup. Always make a backup before you start any installation of any plugins or things, or do any major changes. I cannot repeat that. It will save you about so many times. Okay, in my case, I need it checked back in because I'm not editing old content, so it doesn't make no difference to me. Now, I've already took the liberty because of the speed at which this is running and the issues that I seem to be having here, trying to get this mouse to see it. I went ahead and brought over here and put it in the template management of the plugin. Again, here's another thing people seem to be having issues with. Now, this box, when you get updates for themes and stuff like that are being handed out, this is where you come. You just drag it, stick it in the box, click Add File, Start Upload. Okay? Now, you can hit the box here, and you'll see the drop-down box of what's in here, in case you need to know. Also, because the way this comes out, everybody keeps looking for the themes and they don't know where they're at. You got to scroll down the page under Manage Themes and you'll see them down here. Okay? There's like 60-some themes. Don't install them all or your site will run really, really, really slow. Okay? Just install the ones that you need. As you can see, you'll see one there with a green check mark on it down here. I'm trying to get my mouse over it, but unfortunately, I don't know why I'm having a hard time seeing my mouse. The mouse just don't want to show up in here very well. But anyway, as you can see, there's my mouse. Okay, the installed plugins there are plugins with themes. If it's not installed, just click on Install and install it into your website. Okay. And when it's installed, you will see the check mark and you'll know it's there. The next question that we get is, well, how do I use the theme? Okay. First of all, you're going to have to create a page. Not a post, a page. It doesn't work with the post. Create a page. And you want to create a name. You'll have to put the name in. And then you want to come down here on the sidebar. On the right hand side, you're going to see PB Theme Page Options. You see the little boxes I have checked. In most cases, you want to turn all those off, okay? There might be a case where you don't want to, but in most cases, just go ahead and check them all off. Okay? When you have that done, you want to scroll back up, click Save as Draft. Okay? That will save the option to do away with the header and stuff. That way when you go over here, and get on there where I can see it, and go to Live Edit, like so, and Profit Builder, then things will all happen, and you will get a blank page. In my case, I've already been here. I tried to do this a couple times and I had some issues. So I had to change different browsers to make things work out here a little better for us, because it was taking forever in Firefox. Okay. Now, let's say maybe I'm on here and I don't like this one. And where you're going to change this at and add them to it to start with is up here where it says Load Page. Okay. When you click on Load Page, you're going to get a box. This box has two things in it. The first one are pages that you've already created, okay, and are working with. In case you ever need one and want to use it for a template to start out with, you can come in here and load that in as a template and start with it, in case you've got one that's pretty much the way you want. Now on the other hand, you can come in here and just say you didn't like the one you pulled up and it wasn't quite what you wanted, and let's just say, oh, I want to go to Sean's $1 Million Sales page here. You just click on the box, hit load. Takes a few seconds. And you're off to the races, okay? There you go. It's as simple as that. You got a new theme to work with and you're up and running. Okay? Now I'm going to go back to the other theme. Of course, you got to be ready for that. Give you fair warning. It plays instantly. Now I'm going to go back to load page. And I'm going back to the one that I showed you that I had loaded. Oh, got to go to templates first. Go back to the ones I had up, which was a sales page affiliate private offer. I'm going to load it back in. Yes, unfortunately, Sean loves AC/DC and it comes out blaring, so you're going to get that on a few of them. Now, as you can see here, God, I forgot to turn that thing off again. Sorry about that. In here you have a page, a template already set up to work with. Now you don't have to keep any of these, and I'm going to show you a few little things here to make your life easier. Okay? While I'm in here. Let's just say, I'm going to pick this line here because it's little and simple. Maybe I wanted to use that somewhere else, okay? There's a few different ways I can go about this. Now, I can go over here, and there's these boxes across here. If you just see that, and you see them, that you drag your tag, it will tell you what they are. This one here, you can drag the element down the page with, okay, and move it where you want, so you're not stuck with where it's sitting on the page, okay? This one here, you can clone it, and what happens when you clone it? So no, that's going to be the next question. What's clone? There's what clone is. It makes another one. So if you want to bring it down the page, you can. If you want it in two different places, okay? If you don't want it, and you want to delete an element, you come over to the X, hit X, it's going to verify you want to delete it. Of course, you got to hit verify. Yes, I want to do that to it. And there you go, it's gone again. Now, the drag thing's okay, but I have a lot of problems with that sometimes, because sometimes it's hard to get it to drag past a long part and get it to work right. So you can come over here and hit copy, okay? In this case, what I would do, say if I just want to move that element, I'd copy that element, move that element down, and paste it back in down the page, okay? But say I wanted to move this whole box, this whole timer, and I want it in a different spot, or I want to duplicate it. I can go over on this side over here, and you got the same boxes, okay? And what I would do is I click copy, and I'd go down the page, just to give you for show, just to give an example, I'll do it here. I don't want to do that. I want this. Okay, you see I'm copying the whole element deal here, okay? It's done. Now I'm going to see it down here. Now I'm going to go down here, I'm going to click on add row. Well, I can find my mouse. There we go. Add row. In this case, I think it's going to just be a single box. Add a single box. And then I'll go over here. I wasn't supposed to do that this time. Won't close. Okay, here's something else I do too. I'm going to show you this in just a second. Down here you can see it's added the box. I'm going to go over here. No, I don't want to delete, I hit the wrong box. I have a hard time seeing my mouse in here to make it work. I should paste that timer in the bottom right there. See how it went? See how it stuck it right back in there for me? Now this works a lot easier when I'm not in here trying to work with Camtasia. Camtasia is, and there's a lag time and it makes it real hard to see my mouse. So it moves a lot faster and quicker than what you're seeing here. Okay, you can get it going pretty fast with this thing. Just to let you know. As you can see, it went ahead and created another timer right below that one. That was one thing I wanted to show you. Now, how I got to here, well, you can't see it in here right now, but there's some little boxes over here. No, that's not the right one. Where's my mouse? But anyway, you can change the sizes of these boxes up here. Now you can take it back to full screen by hitting toggle. And I'll bring it back up to full screen for you. The reason why I do that and why I use this compared to the other ones, for one reason, if I use man, it's running slow. I'm trying, guys. Okay, there we go. I use this instead of page view all the time because most of the time everything I see here is going to be same as in page view. I don't have to keep going back and forth looking to see what's going on. The only thing I found that doesn't crunch well is if you put code in the HTML editors. Some of that is not responsive and you have a little problem with the code and it won't crunch down in here. And of course if it don't crunch in here, it's not going to crunch to see on iPad and stuff like that, so you'll know. Okay? So it's a good way to figure out what's working and what's not. You may have to do a little work with your coding sometimes if you put code in the editor somewhere. Now, there are a couple other things I wanted to show you real quick. One is with links. I'm going to edit this and show you why. See how it's blank here? Okay, you'll see button. In this case, I'm working with the green one. And you see there's nothing there, and I want to put my affiliate link in that button. Well, I'm just going to type something in there. Now, you see the boxes spinning over top of it? Now, what I normally do, see my cursor still in there? I'm going to hit enter just to make sure that it sticks, okay? Then after I hit enter, I'm going to hit the save page when I see the boxes quit spinning. Then I'll know it's stuck, because if you don't do this sometimes, it won't work sometimes, and you'll come back and wonder why your page, your links aren't working. Now, another way you can check to make sure that you've done it right is to close the window and to make sure the link that is there, generally if it's there, it's going to work. You'll see it's back in the box. If you didn't do it correctly, it won't be in that box, okay? So it's just a way to double check yourself while you're building the page, and it'll save you a lot of problems down the road. It was just something I wanted to show you because I had some issues with it early on. It didn't want to work properly for me, and that's why I'm showing you. I guess it works properly, I just didn't want to work it properly, let's put it that way. Now, another thing we got, videos. As you can see up here, this is on YouTube video. This is another one of Sean's little videos. He's already got stuck in there for you, just to show you. Now, do not use the shared link. The shared link does not work. It doesn't recognize it. YouTube puts a little dot inside the YouTube deal, and that messes up the whole 9 yards. I suggest you just go to the page, get the URL at the top of the page of the video that you want to use, and paste that in here. Then you'll have it. Okay? Again, hit enter after you've done it, and hit save page. Okay? The other thing I wanted to show you while I was in here, now let's say the code that you got is a little different, and you need to embed some code to get it to work. I have got them to work through here too. Okay? Get my mouse where I can see it. Now, as you can see, there's a box here that says embed code. The code generally won't work in there half the time, and here's what I found you have to do. Generally, you go in editor, open it up. You'll want to go to where it says text, copy and paste your code in, return to visual. This is very important. When you get done, you will see a box inside here. You won't see the video, but you will see the box. Generally, if the box shows up, the video will play. Okay? Not always, but most of the time it will. If you don't see the box at all, there's no chance it's ever going to play. But you have to go back to visual before you can save it. Then you hit save content. In this case, I don't have nothing in there, so I'm just going to close it back down. Once you save content, it will show up over here where it says embed code in there. then you'll know the code is in. Click Save Page again to save your changes. I'm showing you these because these are all little things that were big problems for me when I was starting out. And it drove me nuts until I figured out just a little idiosyncrasies that you have to do to make Profit Builder run a lot smoother for you. I wanted to show you to save you a little learning time in stumbling upon these. That way you would know. Again, guys, if I find some more that I can help you out with, I'll make another video. I hope that you've enjoyed what you've seen here and it's been helpful to you, and I hope you have a good day.